Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, we are a minimalist family who is living big with less, and today I am going to tackle my linen cupboard, otherwise known as my Monica closet.
Oh my God!
How did you get in there?
You're messy.
Is just one of those spaces where I put things when I need to put them somewhere. Often I'm taking them off a toddler, or it's just a convenient storage space. We do have lots of closets in this house, but this seems to be the one that ends up quite crazy just because everything goes in here. So I really want to give it a full top to bottom go through. First of all, as always, decluttering top to bottom, but also going through and making sure that the right things live here and that those spaces have like a designated space which is best for them. I am in the process of starting a little bit of a stockpile pantry, and so I need to make space, dedicated space for that. So that is all on my agenda as I go through this cupboard to get it organized, to get it decluttered, and then to set aside these spaces for what I need them for, how this cupboard can function better. So if you have a Monica closet in your house or a linen cupboard that you need to go through, I hope that this gives you some inspiration. But even if you just have a junk drawer or a basement or an attic that maybe stores these kinds of things, hopefully it'll give you some ideas of what things I keep, how I store them, and how I keep them organized so that they're at my fingertips when I need it. So if you are curious as how I get this done, stick around. So this closet I have been through quite a number of times, so it's fairly pared down, but there's just lots of stuff I haven't touched for a long time and stuff that's just been thrown in on top of others. So I just want to go through the whole thing and make sure that what we're keeping is actually still stuff we need and use, and all those forgotten things are leaving our home.
Will it turn the ship around? If I let go, will it leave?
This box is kind of the equivalent of a junk drawer. It's where I hold like little electrical cords or small screwdrivers, batteries, all those sorts of things you would sort of keep in your kitchen, but I just prefer to keep it in the linen closet. So I'm just making sure that we are still own the product that the cord goes for, tidying everything up, getting rid of any batteries that maybe we're not going to use or that have sort of expired and are getting a bit gross, and tidy up this box so that it's super functional.
Just another night, just another fight. Will it be alright? 'Cause now you're
I found these small boxes with my husband's cufflinks and tie pins, and this is something I know we want to keep. It's just the linen cupboard isn't the right spot for it, so I'm going to move those into our bedroom so that they are where he needs them.
Will it turn the ship around? If I follow, if I let go, will it leave me here to drown? Gotta get over myself, this can't be farewell. I've got to at least try. If I follow.
Creating a home for things like batteries and electrical cables is great for a family, because that way everyone knows where they are, and if they need something, it's right there. And I can also keep track of how many we have, so if we're running low on something, they're all in one spot and I can purchase some more. have a whole video on how I manage kids' art and craft supplies, but this is a basket I store in my linen closet for supplies that just might need an adult supervision or help to set up. So things like paints, glue, that sort of thing, but I still want it all together. I also keep all of the things that we would need for art, like little cups and their art smocks, so it's all in one place.
Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like that.
Up at the top section of this cupboard, I like to keep things that we don't access all the time. That way I'm not up here trying to get stuff every day, but long-term storage things, so sentimental items, a spare coffee machine, because you know, coffee is life, and our toilet rolls. Just in case you're wondering, we had all these toilet rolls before the toilet roll epidemic happening in Australia right now, so don't be hating on me. Alright guys, so this is day 2. Yesterday when I was filming, I had started a bit late, and so I had to go early to pick up some kids from school. So I am picking up today and I'm going to do the other side, and this is kind of the side that really needs work. There are things that Hamish can touch that I don't want him to touch, and there's things that I want him to be able to get to. So I'm going to do a big switch around and show you how I'm going to get that done. But the whole thing is don't ever be embarrassed that you need to rework a space, because our lives are constantly changing. And if you need what I call a landing zone, so a place where stuff can go that you can shut the door to, you have a minute to look at it, that's super fine. And I would rather have it tucked away in a cupboard till I've got a spare sec than out on my kitchen bench when I'm about to have visitors, that sort of thing. So this is completely normal if you have a Monica closet or a Monica drawer or a Monica room. But I'm going to get to this one, get it functioning a bit better for us right now, and let's get it done. When I was going through all of our board games, I found this paper Millennium Falcon set. We can create like a 3D model. It was just a little bit much for our kids, and our oldest son, he wasn't that interested in it. So I'm actually going to pass this on to my brother-in-law who loves Star Wars. He's super creative and I know he's going to love it. And I'm always happy to let something go, especially to someone who I know is going to love it and enjoy it. This is my, what I call party box. It's where I store anything for parties or birthdays. All of my decorating stuff, or like Halloween and Easter, I keep in this box. It's really easy for me to be able to grab anytime. I just wanted to go through and tidy it up. This box was full of excess cleaning supplies, and it made much more sense for that to live with my other cleaning supplies in my laundry, so that freed up an entire box, and I know I'll only have to go to one place to find it all. I had ended up with a little collection of things that belonged with board games. With this Speak Out game, I always like to sanitize the mouthpieces. So I'm just getting everything back into the box it lives in, and then I'm moving all the board games down to the bottom shelf so the kids have easy access to them and they don't need my help to get them out. This is the best operation I've ever played. It's like a BB-8 operation where you take the little things out. It works so well. If you're a Star Wars family, this is a great one.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gate. but to me there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call.
Okay, so these are our card games. We have Avengers Uno in here. We have Minions Uno. We love Uno in this house. And the reason I don't mind having two things of Uno is that sometimes I need to separate big kids from little kids so that like the big kids can have a real game and the little ones can have a pretend game. So that is why I have two of those. This is a little snap set and this is Monopoly Deal. It is, yeah, like a fun card game. It's kind of like a really, really fast Monopoly. So all of these card games, or even just a normal pack of cards for like playing. Seth and I really like to play gin or speed, or he plays one like presidents and something me. I don't know. Anyway, these are just great to have around. So yeah, and I've moved all of the games down there.
If we keep our faith, sometimes I'm like a whisper in a room.
Now that I have moved all of the board games down to that bottom shelf, I'm left with a shelf that is like 3/4 empty, and that is where I'm going to start putting my excess pantry storage, just so that we can have a few more things on hand, so that we're shopping a bit less and we've also got something there in an emergency. Okay guys, I have some light bulbs that we have replaced with smart light bulbs. So when we move out of this house, we will need to put the original light bulbs back up. So I just needed a small box, so I'm just reusing this popcorn box, and I made a quick little label so that whichever way it is in the cupboard, I can see what it is. Organizing for me is not about having it perfect, it's about having something functional that I can open a cupboard and see, oh yeah, that's the box I need, let's get that down, or whatever. So I'm not above using an old food box to just keep everything neat and tidy, and so I can find it. So if you're on a tight budget or you really don't want to go and buy something else, particularly plastic something else, this is a great alternative. I just type up a little label, pop it on, and it works just fine. Alrighty, here is a little bit of the state of the union. All of this stuff is stuff that is leaving my house to either be donated or returned or given to whoever I've said could have it. So that stuff is leaving the house. This stuff is rubbish that is going in the trash. And this stuff is stuff that was in that cupboard and we're keeping it, but I don't want it to live in there anymore. So now that I've shown you all of that, I can show you how the cupboards look. I always like to process these things really quickly, so get them out of the house, get them into the trash, and get them put away as quickly as possible.
Oh, every day, always the same, until you take a step and let go. You told me that the shades turning brighter, I don't know how. You showed me every heart.
Down the bottom, I have all of our beach stuff. Then moving up into the new board game shelf, and then I have just a few extra sheets and our party box, followed by this almost clear shelf for our stockpile pantry, and then the top has just got toilet rolls and bags for overnight stays. So this side has some tiles that belong to the house, as well as our towels and beach towels, followed by our craft, laminating, and just general paper, as well as our photo albums and my junk drawer box, and then just some of those lesser used items up the top.
I hear the call.
So guys, I hope you like this video. I would love to chat with you down in the comments. If you're new here, we would absolutely love you to have you subscribe and join our YouTube family. Here are some other videos we think you might like, and I will catch you guys in the next one.